What up, fam? People back home, how's it going? Today's P-Day. It is it's about 7:30 in the morning ish. Oh, 7:40. We're just getting ready for studies this morning. Just thought I'd hurry and make this recording so I don't forget later. But yeah, so this week was pretty good. Went by fast as usual, and yeah, it was kind of a weird week. We met a lot of people who wanted nothing to do with us, but yeah, like yesterday we were tracting, and literally people would just open the door, like 3 people in a row opened the door, looked at us, and didn't even say a word, just waved us off with their hands, and then shut the door. And we were like, okay, bye. Nice to meet you, person. So, yeah, that's what happened a bunch yesterday. And then we talked to this one guy who, there's a church here called the Grace Harvest Church. No idea what they believe in, but he invited us to a barbecue / like Bible study thing on Saturday. We're not going, but he invited us, and he told us that he wants us to come so that we can learn who Jesus really is. We can learn about the real Jesus. We tried to ask him who was the real Jesus, but he was not having any of that. He just said, just come on Saturday and you'll see. And then we were like, okay, well, do you know any of your neighbors? If any of them need help with anything or speak Spanish or something like that? And he's like, I wouldn't recommend any of them to you. And we're like, oh, why not? And he's like, well, there's no truth behind what you teach. So, yeah, that happened. And he was really angry. He just wouldn't. I was like, oh, so you would hold back your neighbors from being happy, huh? Just because you don't believe in what we teach? And then he just wouldn't listen to us anymore. So, that was interesting. But, yeah, the rest of the week was good. Don't really remember a whole lot of it. Like I said, it flew by. But we met this one guy who, his name is Ramiro, and he stumped us. He's like really into the Bible, and like he said he wants to find what church is true. He says he's confused, and he doesn't want to be confused, and he's like pumped to listen to us. But we were talking to him, and we mentioned the fact that we are going to live with our families for forever, and he asked us how that is, like how we know that, and if it was in the Bible, which there's things in the Bible that talk about it, but they don't just straight up say like we are going to live with our families forever. It just says like if we're baptized and stuff, we can live for eternity, but it doesn't say anything about living specifically with our families in the Bible. And he wants a really specific scripture. And there's like stories about it, like Job, and like Jesus gave John the sealing power, so that kind of, but that only makes sense to us because we know about the temples and stuff. So we're going to try, we have a lesson with him on Wednesday. We have a couple scriptures that we're going to try and explain and tie in, and hopefully he will accept it as an answer, but it has to be from the Bible, so, or else he will not have any of it. So, yeah, he's pretty cool though. He like really wants to know what church is true, because he talks about how all these churches say that they're the true one, and they all talk about different stuff, and everyone has the same Bible, but they don't follow it, and so, I mean, he's not wrong. So, he's pretty cool, though. Let's see, what else happened? trying to remember. This week was weird. We went by a lot of former investigators, and this week was transfers, but that didn't really affect us because we're both staying here for another one at least, so yeah, nothing changed for us. Man. Hey, Elder! He's still in the shower. Well, I don't know what else happened this week. Oh, on Friday, one of our investigators, AJ, his parents, his family got sealed in the temple on Friday. He's not a member, so he wasn't able to go, which is sad, but they got sealed on Friday. They were already married, but then they had like a little celebration thingy at the church. They had like a potluck dinner or something. So we went to that. That was pretty cool. Oh man. Oh, what else happened this week?
This week?
Yeah.
What day are you on?
I'm not.
You're not? You just
I talked about Ramiro. I talked about the dude who invited us to the barbecue.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah. I already talked about him. And then Friday.
Talk about.
Can't think of anything else.
Just trying to figure out all the stuff we did this week.
I know. We had a weird week.
Tire change.
Oh, we got our tires changed. That was fun. Got to eat some popcorn at Les Schwab.
Got to see some Donald Trump versus Hillary.
Yeah, the TV had on like clips from the debate. It's pretty funny.
I feel like something else happened.
We knocked into this guy, and he answered, like his daughter answered the door. Like, hey, how's it going? And she's like, good. Like, we talked to her for like a second, and then she's like, Dad, do you want to come here? And then he's like, walks over, and he's like, oh, hey guys, how's it going? And he's like, look, I'm not gonna waste your time. I'm a South Baptist, and he puts his hand on my shoulder. He's like, I'm a South Baptist. I'm not gonna waste your time. And I was just like, bro, get your hand off me. But I didn't say that. But then, yeah, so he wouldn't even, like, every time we tried to bring something up, he just swerved it, and he was wearing a Trump shirt. I don't know, we don't really know what is going on too much in the election, in the race. Well, Elder Palumbo knows more because he was home a little bit ago and when it was, like, actually going, but I'm still pretty confused, but I hear some crazy stuff has been said by Trump. And this guy, I don't know. It was just funny. So, yeah. By the way, actually, never mind. I don't care about the debate. I was going to say give me an update, but I don't care.
Give him an update.
Elder Vero Palumbo wants an update on the debate, on the race. But I don't really care. I'm not even going to vote anyway, so. What else happened? Conference.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Conference. Oh, that happened too. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. I forgot about that.
Right.
Conference was this weekend, and that was super good. Conference is like way different when you're on your mission. Like it's like completely different. Back home, I didn't really care, but it's like it changes things.
Now you actually realize there are actual prophets and revelators.
Yeah. Now I realize like how important it is, and I get a lot more out of it. Every talk is like super deep. I don't know about you guys, but we were like getting our minds just wrecked. But yeah. Elder, what tie should I wear today?
That one.
Oh, okay, cool. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Thanks for the help.
So Elder Harman is always asking to borrow one of my ties.
Oh yeah, right.
But I tell him no.
Yeah, right.
You don't.
I've never borrowed one of yours.
I just tell him like, maybe one day, you know.
Yeah.
'Cause I got plenty.
Nah, he has never let me borrow a tie. I've never asked. I mean, he has a couple ties that I would be willing to borrow, but
Yeah, my ties suck.
no, they don't. Like, they're good. This one and this one and this one and the one on the ground over there.
that one, I like that one.
I was talking about that one.
Oh yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Too.
That one's good though.
I like that one, and then my silver and pink one. Where's that?
Where it at though?
Oh, silver and pink.
Oh, okay.
I don't know
Yeah.
what that looks like to you though.
Yeah, that doesn't look silver and pink, but it's okay.
Cool. Is it silver and blue?
I don't know. But, yeah, so I really don't know what else to talk about. This was probably a super boring recording to listen to. If you even listen to it, I'd be surprised. What happened, Elder? Oh, we started doing P90X this past week.
Yeah.
And, yeah, it's pretty good.
Tell them about my sleeping problem if they're still listening.
Yeah, if you still care about us, Elder Vero Palumbo has a problem when it comes to waking up in the mornings. He can't. Like, the alarm goes off, and for the most part, I can just, like, hop right up out of bed. But Elder Vero Palumbo, that's a different story. We have an alarm that goes off at 6:25 so that we can give him a little bit of time to... Oh, man!
I'm wearing short sleeve today.
Last time I looked out, it was cold.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, yeah, he has a hard time waking up, so we have an alarm at 6:25. That one he doesn't even hear at all. And then at 6:30 we have another one that goes off, and I have to still have to wake him up. And when I do, half the time he's like still asleep. And then at lunch, we'll eat lunch really fast so that we can take a little nap during lunch, and which is not against the rules, by the way. Present suggests taking naps during lunch, but yeah, so he falls asleep, and then when he wakes up after the nap, it's like he's not awake. He's still not awake. He's just half conscious, walking around literally like a zombie for the next like 15-20 minutes.
And the things I say, I don't even know.
Yeah.
Tell him about the morning on 6 a.m. I'm like, oh, not today.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize it.
Yeah. So.
Oh, I know 6:30 already. Tell him.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The other day, so we get up at 6 to do P90X so that we have enough time, and because 30 minutes is not enough, and so we get up at 6, and the alarm went off at 6, and I got up and no.
You
It didn't go
shut
off at 6. Neither of us woke up at 6. We were just too tired. But he didn't even know it went off. I did though. And then at 6:30 the alarm went off, and he rolls over and he's like, "Hey, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it today. I'll get up at 6:30 or something like that." And then I was like, "Well, Elder, it is 6:30, so get up." He was like, "Oh, okay." It's pretty funny. He's interesting in the mornings, that's for sure. But this is a super long recording, so I'm gonna peace out. If you listened, thank you. If you didn't, you wouldn't know that I'm saying this, so because you didn't listen to it. Yeah. But if you listened, that shows how much you care about Elder Vero Palumbo and I up here in Lake Moses, yep. Just chilling, doing the Lord's work.
In the prophet's puddle.
No, I'm just saving that for my email. But yeah, so Yep. We'll talk to you later. Have a good week. Bye.